Hi everyone, it's me, Carla. I'm in Cusco, Peru, and I have mad altitude sickness. Here's a pro tip. Coca leaves, they help with altitude sickness. You can put the leaves right in a cup of water and drink it as a tea. I went out to lunch when I arrived, and here are all the things it helps with, you know. So I went out to lunch and I asked for coca leaf tea, and when I was leaving the restaurant, I pulled a few coca leaves out and put them in my mouth and started chewing on them. So I've been I've been traveling for like 24 hours. I started in New Hampshire. I left from my house to the bus station to Logan to Miami to Lima to Cusco. And what do I want to say? I want to say that I tapped into my divine masculine in the Lima airport. And I mean, on this thing along the way, in the Lima airport, you have to go through immigration, then go to get your baggage and check in and get to your flight. The last time I was here, I missed my flight, and it was all imperfection because I stayed in Lima for the first time and got to be with the ocean and see Lima, which was beautiful, and I'm grateful. So I have such a headache. My pain is right here. So I was calling this the fall something, but it's the equinox, right? Today's the fall equinox. In the US anyway. It's different in different places. So anyway, go over to Sovereign Love NYC, my bestie, who gifted me these gorgeous earrings that I'm feeling into anchoring and grounding for me. I am so in love with the Huicholis, the people, and they made these earrings. So yikes, I'm gonna start studying them when I get back home. So anyway, back to divine masculine energy. So I was in the airport and I was more aggressive and assertive than I've ever been. I threw my ticket in this guy's face, not in like a super rude way or anyway. I was like, look, I'm gonna miss my flight. I'm gonna miss my flight. Like everything was about me, like putting me first. Like, let's, you're here to help me, help me fix this because I'm gonna miss my flight. And he ushered me into a short line in the immigration space, saving me time. And then I was asking questions. Do I have to get my luggage? Yes, you do. I got my luggage, and I was bombing through the airport. I'm just like, boom, get out the way, move, get out the way. Like, not bowling people over, but usually I would stand back, and it's all the energies of it. I would usually stand back and be like, oh, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead. No, I was like, what do I need? I need and I want and I got to have. So I made that my priority and I bolted through. I made it about me. And I'm not used to being in that territory. I'm used to, what can I do for you? What, go ahead. I want to be polite. I want to take care of you. Not today, honey. I was like, boom, boom, boom. I was like, no. And I was in my head saying, I'm like, move, get out get out of my way, out of my way, out of my way. I'm coming through. And I wasn't feeling into it being like a rude thing. I wasn't knocking people over or anything. But I was pushing myself to go first, to be first for myself, And I don't usually do that. I'm usually like, oh, go ahead. Everybody, go ahead before me. Go ahead. And it wasn't the case today. I'm so grateful for the divine masculine for helping me move myself. And I boot scooted all over that airport. I was like, boom, boom, boom. I mean, it helps that I've been there before several times and I know the landscape, and I know about, in the Lima airport, they don't announce your gate until like 20 to 30 minutes, maybe 40 minutes, I don't know, 20 to 30 minutes before you board. So it's like, I like to be there nice and early. Like, I'll get there 20 minutes early just to relax, and the Peruvian people are man there's mandatory mask wearing, and I have my glasses now. So I have my glasses on and the mask, and I was huffing puffing through the airport, fogging up my glasses. I was like, oh my gosh. But I was going through lines that I normally wouldn't go through. I was going underneath these lined off spaces. I saw priority. I'm like, I'm going there, and I went under. I'm like, let somebody kick me out then. And I went under, and I went through security in a shorter line. I was just like, I'm not playing today. I'm not missing this flight. And I didn't. I caught it. And because, when you're booking your flight, it looks like, oh, I'm 2 hours. I have 2 hours in the airport to settle everything up. It seems like a lot of time, but not when you're going through immigration, doing this, being shuffled here and there and all over the place. So I was excited. I'm excited to be more in my power, more in my creation. Like, if I'm thinking in these ways of like, I have the power with my mind to move these people out of my way so I can get to what I need and be where I need to be, then I can do that in the creation of my world. We're all creating our own worlds, right? So I'm not going to take a back seat anymore. And so why am I sharing this? So because I want to invite you not to take a back seat. Just because I'm not taking a back seat doesn't mean that everybody else has to take a back seat. It just doesn't work that way. Everybody can ride first class. Like, go in, do your thing. Um I mean, not all at once, but boom, you just go. You got this. And it's your life. I love in learning in Poland the saying about, that's his fairy tale, that's my fairy tale. It's usually or the way that I learned it was, if people are in a disagreement with one another, they can quell that energy by saying, that's her fairy tale, this is my fairy tale, and agree to disagree, but on a deep energetic level, knowing that just because that's their story doesn't mean that your story is any less valid or any less true. So I love that, not only for the disagreements, but also for the abundance of life. Just because this is my fairy tale, just because I have my fairy tale, doesn't mean that I'm taking anyone else's fairy tale away, or that they can't have that brilliant fairy tale for themselves. So, yeah, I feel like this energy is a little matching of what my bestie was talking about in her Aztec chart reading. And again, you can check that out at Sovereign Love NYC. I always forget the NYC part. And so, yeah, it's a very good update about leadership energy and, yeah, and more. So if you're feeling some kind of way, check that out. But hang in there. It's the autumn equinox in the US. There's so many energies. the dare I talk about. It's nothing to be feared. It's all to be worked in and traversed, and being aware. And these updates can help be aware, um, and knowing what's going on energetically can help. And so, yeah, I was going to say something else, but I forget. I won't forget to tell you I love you and to have the best day ever. Ciao.